These are also types of questions that you will find when doing cubic functions. They might ask you which values of x does h of x greater than 0. H of x is less than 0, or any of these two here. So to answer the first question, when is h of x greater than 0? This simply means when is h of x positive? So h of x is positive from this side up to negative infinity. So from this side to negative infinity, this graph will be greater than 0. And then also at this portion here, from here, a -1 to positive 8, this will be, this graph will be greater than 0. So to answer this question here, we will say when x when x is less than -7, or when x is between -1 and 8. You can see here is 8. So to answer these types of questions, you need the x-intercepts. If you have the x-intercepts, you can answer these questions here. So when is the second one, when is h of x less than 0? We can see h of x is less than 0 when x is between -7 and -1. So this is where it's negative. And it's also negative when x is greater than 8. So to answer this question, we can say x is between, let's say, -7, is between -7 and -1. Here, this is where the graph will be negative, because it's in the negative x-axis here. Negative y-axis there, sorry. And then it will also be negative when x is greater than 8, or when x is greater than 8. So how do these two questions differ from these two above here? Well, here we have x is greater, h of x is greater than 0, and here we have h of x is greater than or equals to 0. So the only thing you change, these are the same, is less than or equals to -7. So, or -1. Above here we didn't include -7, and then here we didn't include -1 and 8. But in this question here, we have to include -7 because it asked us to find the x values where the curve here will be negative, will be 0 or less than 0. This is what it means here. Greater than 0 or 0. It can be 0 or greater than 0. And then here it's just the same as this, but we just change the signs. We just add the equal sign there. So it's between -7, where -7 is included, and -1 is also included, or x is greater than or equals to 8, where 8 is also included, because when you plug in 8 into this equation, we will get 0. Yeah, I think that's it. You only need the x coordinates to answer this type of questions here. And I don't know what I will post in the next video, but I will see.